Alright, I'm going to try to get you caught up here on a quick video because I think my battery's going bad in the camera. So, got the Mustang bumper, the 5.0 over here. We're going to fix the parking lot damage. There was nothing under the bumper on the car. Everything looked good on that. So, basically cosmetic. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that today. It's ingot silver. It's only a couple colors in it. So I got the mixing machine running back here. I actually have the formula in the car. So I got to dig up a can. We're going to mix that. Working on this convertible still up to the front of the car. Found some substandard patches there, so we're going to fix that. Do a little nicer job there. There's a little hole, some rust at the bottom of the quarter. Got to address that. But from there back, we're looking pretty good on both sides. Sort of the same issue in the front of the car on both sides. Let's see if I can get the door open. Nope, it's locked. Here we go. Anyway, the floors are all in there. I think they look pretty good. Seam sealed everything, so it's all watertight. And I went ahead and spot welded these in, and then I came back and welded in between each rib. So it's spot welded at each divot, and then spot welded on top of that. I think they're going to be more than adequate. Bed lined it. Going to go ahead and paint it red in the back. Rockers will go red, and the floor and the tunnel will be black. Sorry about that camera there. But inside of the car is looking pretty good. I did bed line the bottom of the door on that side. I'm going to pull this panel off, check for rust, and I'm going to do that. Make sure the drain holes are clear. The bed liner makes a pretty good water barrier. Takes almost 10 days, they say, for that stuff to gas off where you can paint it. So I'm doing that, letting that gas off. Got the bus in here, getting ready to throw some color on this. A couple little small dents. Stripped this down the metal to get all the paint off of it. Had a delamination issue with the base to the sealer. I probably waited too long in between the sealer and the base coat. It's supposed to be wet on wet. And it was super hot, and the sealer was super shiny. And the base just didn't stick to it, so it was just coming off in sheets. So I had to strip the whole thing down. Ended up DPing it, put some slick sand on it, and then I put some high build over the slick sand after I blocked that. And I got a couple little dents that I didn't see somehow with the slick sand, so I'm going to take care of that today. I don't know if I'll get color on it, but going here, got the Nova stuffed in the engine room because I need to paint that bus, and I had to get it inside. Haven't done a lot with the motor. I cut some lifters down, so I got that ready to go. The clearance between the lobe and the lifter was pretty tight, so you need about 40 or 50 there, so we took care of that. Type 4, I checked the travel and the heads. I only have right under 400 travel. He has a 500 lift cam, so you're going to need 550 inches of travel, so you have 50 inches for coil bind there at the end. So you're going to have to call Webb and get a retainer, spring, and keeper package for that camshaft that you have. And I was going to try to put these heads back together for you and ship them to you, but I'm missing one spring and 2 keepers. I have a retainer and minus a spring and 2 keepers. So that's what's going on with the Type 4. Everything else in here is pretty much the same. Dug a crank up for the bus case. Not this motor, but another motor. So I got pieces for 2 motors now. See, going back here. Got the machine running this morning, mixing the toners so we can make that color. I'll turn that off. But that's the mixing banks, that's the matrix, and those are all the individual toners. There's 66 of them on the matrix system. And basically we'll just print a formula and it'll give us the 3 or 4 toners we need. We'll put them together and we'll come up with our color. The bench is sort of messy because I've been digging through all the old enamel and the urethanes and stuff to find something for the bus, because I'm going to do that in single stage this time. And what else is going on? Here's my race car. It needs to be stripped a little further. Yeah, that's what's going on with that. I haven't really addressed that much lately. Been trying to do other things. And the Nova needs a set of spark plugs because I put kerosene in it by accident. And it's got low compression, but it won't run on kerosene. So, yeah, I fouled the plugs out. So I need a set of plugs, some gas for that, and I can get that running again. Then driving the old 2 valve out there, rocking that. It's been treating me pretty good. No issues with that. And picked up one new item for the landscape trailer. Got a BR600 backpack blower here. So it's pretty good. They tried to sell me the BR700, which is only like $60 more. But I couldn't carry it around with my back. So this is what I can carry right now. We'll work into the bigger one when we need it. And it's just a weed eater here. Just a non-commercial, and then the commercial edger mowers in the trailer. I just serviced it, changed the oil, sharpened the blades. It's all doing really good still. So today the main focus is this Mustang. Try to get it done. So we're going to heat this cover up and hopefully it just pops out. But we'll do that in a minute. Let me go ahead and finish this video, get sidetracked. But that's what's going on. You guys that message me want to know what's happening. There we go. Haven't been making a lot of videos lately, obviously. Been looking for a job. That's not going really good. I've been out of work for 10 years, so I don't have a lot of work history, and all the work history I have is pretty old. All the references I have are you know, fairly old. A lot of those people aren't around anymore, or they're not doing this anymore, or whatever the thing may be. Seems like I may not be qualified to, I don't know, do automotive work. But, so, I don't know. It's just how it is. It's who you know, not what you know, really. You know, you got to get in front of the person to be able to talk to them, and they got to be able to give you a chance. And a lot of times, you know, I guess not what they're looking for. They see the scars and stuff, and I think it scares them off, you know. They don't think that I'm able to do the work. But eventually I'll have to go back to work. I mean, you know, it's just part of life. I don't really have a choice. It's not my choice that one arm's shorter than the other now, and I got a zipper on the back of my neck, but that's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do to, you know, provide for my family. So we might have to sell some stuff off and start something on our own, or do something mobile. I don't know what it's going to take. When I do stuff like that, it's really difficult now because I don't have Andrea to help me with the paperwork and stuff. She's working 2 jobs basically, with the paint store during the day and the chocolate at night. So she doesn't have a lot of time to write invoices and you know, do stuff like she used to for me. So it's a new experience. It's not something that I usually have a hard time with getting a job, but you know, it's something that we're going to go through, and I'll get through it. So all I can do is just keep trying, and eventually I'll find something. But that's what's going on with that. That's been a little depressing, so I haven't really felt like pushing the record button much. You know, it beats you down after a while, it really does. But that's what's happening. Other than that, everything's going pretty good. Figure I'll get this bus one color, and then I can probably get back into driving this instead of the Mustang. My daughter wants to drive the 2 valve. I don't know if that's the best car for her to have, but if she gets a job and she wants to spend all her money on gas, then I guess I'll let her drive it. I'm going to try to get the bumper fixed on the 2013. It's got right at 60,000 miles on it now, so it's time to sell that. Either get a newer one or buy something more practical. with 4 doors or maybe a truck. The fuel pump went out on the Chevrolet, so that's down right now. I'm waiting to get some cash to get that going. And that's basically it. You know, basically on hold right now, just trying to get some things done, some cash flow, so I can make some stuff happen. So that's what's going on. I'll try to get back on the videos a little more regular. Maybe I'll do a video of painting this bus. I don't know, it's pretty tight in here right now. I got to do some paint work on the convertible, and Andrea said I should have been doing more videos when I was doing the metal work and the floors and stuff. But like I said, sometimes you're just not in the mood to do videos, and I know you guys know what I mean. You just get in that slump, and you don't want to. You don't feel like creating anything. So I try to make videos when I'm in an up mood, not when I'm in a down mood. So try to keep it positive, you know. But anyway, that's what's going on, and hope everybody's doing good. This 73, I need to get it painted. I got to knock this down here. This is pretty decent now. Maybe one more prime, one more block. That's a pain in the butt to get that line perfect. When you replace all that, we put all that new stuff in here. Both sides. The other side, I just went crazy, and I don't know. I had a totally different line over here, so I had to recarve all this and make this all new, because, you know, it's, for some reason I had the line going all the way back here, and it sort of ends there. So that's what's going on with that, and I just haven't done a lot to this because I've been working on stuff that I think might sell. You know, I'm not going to sell the 73. I'm going to try to get rid of this convertible and maybe sell the bus. So those are the cars I've been trying to concentrate on, and of course the Mustang. It's just the bumper cover is all I need to do on that. But I don't know, this looks pretty good. I don't know how it's coming out because the top. I'll open her up. Open sesame! There you go. Anyway, so it looks pretty sweet. Got those Wilford West pans in there. You can come in here and tap dance. Nice and solid. Ain't going nowhere. So that's good. I reinforced the seat rails, retacked those. I put tack weld there, tacked them on both sides so the seat rails won't go anywhere. And we'll get all this painted, and then we'll bolt pedals and the shifter, detail the brake handle up and stuff. And I burnt one of the heater box cables up welding. Don't ever put your ground strap on the heater cable lever, because it will fry the cable. And that's what happened. I put the ground strap there and it melted the cable. But other than that, everything's going as planned on this. I do have this little deal here, and I'm having sort of a hard time with. I don't really understand it. But I'm going to try to get this out. Looks like this unscrews. But the piece that goes on the window here has obviously a piece of rubber or something that goes in the glass, and then the piece fits on it because it's really sloppy on there. So I got to figure that out. I got a new pin, I got a new corner piece, and that'll make that wing glass work. And that's about it. That's the update. Beautiful here for now. I'm sure it's going to rain though shortly. It's been raining here every day. I wish I had the lawn service thing going because there's grass to cut. But I need a truck to do that, and a business license and all that good stuff. So I'm working on it. I got some of the equipment anyway. And I can cut my grass while I'm getting the stuff put together. So these are my neighbors here, and I'm thinking about getting one of those pole saws next, because we both got palm trees, and that's the best way to cut those, and there's a lot of palm trees. So alright guys, let me go ahead and shut this off. Anybody wants a cat, I got plenty of them, spayed, neutered, their ears are cut. Come here, come on. You know you want a home. I gotta see you. And I got plenty of black ones, because nobody wants a black cat for some reason, but they're really good cats. They're really nice, and they're outside cats, so you just gotta give them food and water and a little bit of love, right? But anyway, a little plane action for you. until the next video, you guys have a good one. Don't forget to push that record button. And we'll see you at drag night coming up. We're going to go over to Noel's house to get that sorted out, get a car ready to go. So hopefully I'll have some videos of that at least. And that'll be coming up soon.